Good morning, friends. We'll be moving over to the camera very shortly. Just setting up, making sure everything looks proper. Wow, we're good. Good morning, James here from the Dragon Blogger team, of course. It is a little early, but we're going to get this stream on the go. Now, we do have a shorter stream today, but we still have some very cool products to show you from the stream. Now, of course, with that, we're going to let people roll in as they can and get ready and set up. I should be good and ready to go for this stream. Now, I'm going to actually turn my phone off. That way nobody can actually start trying to call while I'm doing this. Because, sometimes I forget that. All right. Now, first and foremost, we're going to show you guys a very cool product from Eufy. Now, the Eufy product is an amazing little product, but, we're just going to let the show populate a little bit here first, of course. Let's see what we can do. Not sure, I think. Okay, that makes complete sense. We are live. We're over here. We're doing good. We're doing good. Just happened. That was weird. That was weird. Okay. We go. All right. Well, we're live. We're live. All right. We're live. We're live. We're going to be showing this very cool little product. We're going to move over. We're going to show you guys the Eufy door lock system that Nikita did for us.
So I've got my new Eufy security door lock. It's in the box right now. I'm basically just taking it out, kind of showing you everything, and then I'm going to set it up so you can see what it looks like. But it has these really convenient steps that are listed on the actual packaging. Be careful, these are kind of heavy. But on here, as you can see, it says step 3 and 5, and it shows the two main locking mechanisms. So I'm gonna sit this over here, and then if you look in the box, the other stuff has step 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to follow the instructions, get all of this stuff installed, and then show you guys all the features of my cool new security system. So I've got my Eufy security system installed now. I'm absolutely in love with it and how the deadbolt works. So what's really cool about it, first off, is that you connect it to the app and you can do so much from the app. So I'm going to show you that first. I'm going to close the door, and then on the phone, you pull down to lock. And then once you do it, it turns, and you can also do it to unlock it also. They're going to do it from the app, and it turns automatically. So it's already able to unlock and stuff like that. Now what's really cool is I'm going to step outside here, and even though it has those smart lock features, it also features where you can use a physical key, and it comes with 5 copies of the key, so that's cool. So if I wanted to, I can just lock it this way, and then I can lock it also by using my fingerprint if I wanted to, which I think is cool. All you have to do is hit the unlock button and then put your finger, and it'll flash white, and then it's good. And then of course you can, I locked it by mistake. Oops. And then of course you can use the it actually said the door failed to unlock, and it gives me a notification too. So sometimes you have to pull it and make sure you readjust so that you can try to open it. Pull it too, lock it again. There we go. And of course you can use the keypad also, but I'm not going to show the code. And another really cool feature about the app is that every time you unlock it and do something, it shows you a log of every time. And you see where it says backdoor jammed when I accidentally thought I opened it and pushed it forward a little bit and then it wouldn't do it. That's really cool because it lets you know that there's an issue, but it shows you every single time the door is unlocked or locked. And I just think that is so cool. Like I said, this really does add a really high-tech security feature You know, it has these fail safes too, where if for some reason you couldn't use the app, you couldn't use the fingerprint scanner, you couldn't use the touchpad, you can always use the actual key. And then the battery in itself will last for an hour, or for not for an hour, for a year or so. And it also features, in case the power goes out, you have a plug here at the bottom that you can use to feed power to it if necessary. But overall, I am more than satisfied with my new Eufy security system, and I can't.
So Eufy does make a very phenomenal product, and that door system is actually one of those. Would be good to add to pretty much any house out there if you really need it. And the app is completely free. Plus, you get push notifications you can set up, see who used those codes, who has not used those codes, who has entered and who has not entered it at what times. That's a really great thing at a phenomenal price. Now we're going to be moving over to a bunch of cameras that we actually use. This is the Sony ZV-1. We do have two versions in the course of the carousel. We have the black and white version, and we're going to show you the first one up here. And I actually have one of these as well.
So this is the Sony ZV-1. It is legitimately one of the best video cameras I've ever used ever. Now you guys might just look at this and it might look like just one of those little point and shoot cameras. This is 4K. It's got all of the inputs and outputs that you need. You got tripod mount down there at the bottom. It does have a Carl Zeiss lens, Exmor sensor on it. So this is going to be this has a 1-inch sensor on it. And what the sensor means is how much light it's going to allow to be put in here. So like I said, I am using the Sony ZV-1. You can see the autofocus is crazy good. You get that really nice depth of field, that bokeh in the background. Autofocus is really fast too. I mean, just look how quick that is. Boom. When you got your hot shoe, cold shoe mount up at the top. This right here is actually a microphone. So you have your record button. You have a bunch of different modes. If you open it while you have a battery in it, it will automatically turn on. You have this little screen right here. So if you're recording yourself, you're going to be able to see what you're doing. Now, you do have an optical zoom with this camera right here. So if I zoom in and out, all right, no, but seriously, this camera is legitness. So if you guys want just a top of the line camera, the Sony ZV-1 is it.
That is a great 4K camera, nice little power packed device. Now we're going to be moving over to the white version, of course, up next, and it's still the same camera, but just in white. A really great camera. I actually have a ZV-1 sitting right here that I use. I also have the ZV-10
camera
that I use.
ZV-1. So that's what we got here. This is all right. Phase detection relay. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff. I don't know what this is. So this might be a pretty chunky little device. Let's go ahead and get this open and see what we have inside, shall we?
So pretty much what he's doing is showing you what comes in the pack of this device with the cameras. You're going to get the charging cable, of course. You're going to get the camera. You're going to also get a windsock as well. That windsock is for the microphone. Now you can connect up external microphones to this device, of course, with that. Now it does use a couple different connections for this. It does have a mini HDMI connection or a micro HDMI connection on the side as well. Now these are really great cameras to use for content creating or just having fun or capturing moments or even just taking pictures. The autofocus is actually quite well done, and I can kind of show you the autofocus in action. Like if I grab my watch and bring it like that, look at that. It's just, it's just that good, that easy. Now, it does also have a defocus button, so you can defocus the background. It also has an image button on there, so you can actually put it on there if you're trying to do content creating. It'll actually just go for that image as well. Now, of course, this is the white version to the other one we just showed you. So two different colorations and patterns, both phenomenally priced, well worth grabbing, honestly. These are just beautiful cameras that we love to use around here. I cannot tell you how much that they come in handy. They are just a phenomenal product that we use quite a lot around here. So Sony ZV-1, great piece, great camera. Now we're going to be moving over to the Logitech. Of course, a Logitech G815. This is the actual LightSync RGB.
So to all my mechanical keyboard lovers and enthusiasts, I have a great one to show you today. This is the Logitech G815. It is
I've
the
seen
wired
more,
model of this keyboard, and it is amazing. It comes with these 5 programmable buttons on the side that you can set up for macros or to open a certain program if you wanted to. It also has these buttons up here that can switch between the profiles. As you can see, when I hit it, it changes how the coloring works. You also have this button right here that will either enable or disable the Windows key, and then you have this button here that changes the brightness, so you can either turn the lights down a tick or two, or you can turn them off altogether. The one thing that I like about this keyboard more so than these programmable buttons and the different profiles is this right here, the little soundboard control. As you can see, it has, you know, the back button, the pause, the forward, the mute, and also this little handy dandy slide tool, which when I use it, changes the volume of my computer, whether it's up or down, just based on how I scroll it. And this comes in really handy sometimes. It also has an additional USB port here that you can use to plug in something. And then, of course, what attracts most people to mechanical keyboards like this is the sound that it makes when you tap. I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but it has like this really nice little super click to it. It's very crisp. It's short to the point. And it feels amazing. You mean it's one of those keyboards where if you just want to go ham and just type and just hear the clickiness, it's definitely.
So with that, you get the full RGB and mechanicalism of a very beautiful keyboard from Logitech. We're going to be moving over to the Avantech wireless key doorbell system.
We have an Avantech doorbell kit. Go ahead and get this open up, see what we got going on inside. Here is our obvious doorbell. And the great thing is this is going to be so that you just plug into any outlet in your house. So you're not bound to any kind of location. Here is the actual doorbell functionality on it. Let's go ahead and let's do the satisfying pull right now. All right. And so remove battery insulating film before use. So there's a little pull tab right here. Get that in focus. We have a sticky pad here. So this will allow you to install it literally anywhere you want. And of course we have our instruction manual. Well, let me go ahead and get this, actually, let's do this right here. Alright, I found a spare outlet. Let's go ahead and get this popped off here. Let's go ahead and get this plugged in. We're going to remove this tab. Alright, and the volume up button. I'm going to hold that for a few seconds. It's in pairing mode now. And there are 52 melodies available here. Okay, we're gonna have to cut. Alright, I like the sheep. Let's go ahead and try to turn that down a little bit. Wrong button. Alright, so there's not the volume button is a toggle. It's kind of long. I love
So just like that, you have a doorbell with a whole bunch of sounds that you can actually set up and adjust when you need that doorbell to work. Now we're going to be moving over to the Tribit C1s. These are actually really cool earbuds that might want to take a look at.
James here. Today we're taking a look at Tribit Flybud C1s. This is a very cool little earbud set, guys. This is their Bluetooth 5.2 version.
We don't need that. This is the Flybud C1s. The Flybud C1s are actually very beautiful, beautiful little earbuds that pack quite a little wallet. Now, these ones are Bluetooth 5.2. They do have 4 microphones for the CVC 8.0 call noise reduction with that. Now, they do have 50 hours of playtime. Now, that 50 hours of playtime is actually in general playtime, because on the earbuds themselves, you get 12 hours. Then you have 38 hours of backup time in the case. Now, that's actually kind of cool with this. Now, it is touch control, so you do have volume up and down, play, pause, power, voice assist with the touch on the sides of that as well. Now, with the case, of course, you do have the connectability and usability with this device that you're going to want in an earbud. Now, with it, of course, this is just a standard, but they do offer like the smaller version, but those are actually a little different than that. Now, with it, you do get a frequency range, I believe, up to about 48 kilohertz frequency range with the aptX chip that they use for this device. So if that's what you're looking for, you have that, of course, with that. Now on you have the C1s. C1s do produce a good amount of sound. Hey, buddy, what's up? How'd you find me? Is it popping up for you on Amazon, buddy? I was noticing that it's not showing people live on Amazon. Maybe it's just my end. I'm trying to figure it out myself right now. If it was just the post I made, or if Amazon's showing us live. Yeah, so that's what I'm. Yeah, Amazon's showing anybody live. It's really, really weird. So they broke stuff. Amazon broke stuff again. Oh, Amazon, quit breaking things. Quit breaking things. You're discouraging people from being here. Just saying. Heck, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I pushed out that the notification out. It's like I noticed that you can't even see we're live, which is just bummer, man, bummer. It's a bummer. All right, rabbits, guys, great earbuds. Let's move over to the JBL Quantums. Probably a me video as well. It is.
Sure. A quick unboxing of a new product. This is from JBL.
Dude, he said quick unboxing. It's an 8-minute video. We know it's going to be a lie. Then he's lying about what it is and how long it's going to take. Yeah, appreciate it. Now these are like 50% off today. They're just good price. All right, let's be honest. Now these are the Quantum 100s. They're a wired over-the-ear gaming headset. Now, what do I mean by wired over-the-ear gaming headset? Well, they're just literally a headset with a microphone, volume knob, and has all of that adjustment. Now, with these, they range from anywhere, response range from 20 hertz all the way up to 20 kilohertz in noise. They're just a simple, in general, wired style of connectability. Now, with that, you will need, of course, the splitter to use this on your PC if you're using it for the PC. Now, it does have a detachable microphone, does do a nice bend test. The earmuffs do swivel and pivot. Does come in a few colors and variations, but the only one that I see today is the ones that we have in the carousel with that, of course. Now, comfortability, they actually fit very well. They feel very decently, nicely well done on the head. The microphone's easily to connect up. Now, I will, like I said, if you're using this for your PlayStation, of course, or your Xbox, the 3.5 will connect right up, no problem. If you're using it for your PC, you're going to need that Y splitter to do that. And of course, that's the Y splitter right there. And by fortunate, I actually had one. So if you don't have one, you'll probably have to pick that up. So just saying. Sound quality with this headset, it's actually quite decent. You hear what you should hear when you're playing games. You should hear them footsteps. You should hear like grass crinkling or snow crunching when you're walking through it. It does do that, so you don't have to worry about that, of course. Now, some other cool stuff is the mic actually is quite decent. I think I'm using the mic right there.
The phone is actually hooked up, and I will bring it closer so you guys can see it a little peak a little higher, or I'll move it away so you can't. But microphone mute. Let me hit the mute real quick and see how it works.
And of course, the microphone mute works as well as it should. And I'm going to cough here. So if you need the JBL Quantum 100s, I apologize. I meant to mute my microphone, but it didn't happen.
Watch paired and configured, so I'm just going to show you some features of the app itself. First, I had my walking mode set up, which you could do, and you can have it track, and then you could stop and, of course, track all your workout modes. On the main screen, of course, you got the time. You could configure it, but I have mine with the steps at the top.
I
You
will
get your
tell you,
status
I'd
screen
rather
where you
be
can show your
gaming right now.
calories, your distance walked, and I did 5.38 miles today, so it was a long walk day for me. I don't have a lot of history yet because it's a brand new watch for me. You could get your heart rate, and so I'll show you that it's going to get my heart rate right now and measure. You have to hold the wrist as
Samir's
steady
his
as
video
possible.
really quiet. So with the Amazon Fit Band 5, you actually have the heart rate sensor. It can track your heart rate, can actually track your blood oxygen level as well. Now, it is also built in with Amazon What's Her Name, so you can actually do voice assist and all of that. It will track your steps and stuff like that as well. Now, you can also check your stress levels. You can actually do a breathing test. There's your O2 sensor where it's going to check your blood oxygen for your O2 sense with that as well. Now, since it is the Amazon tracking, it can pretty much connect up. You will need the app, of course, with that. Now, you have all of that on hand, but you can also do video calls. You can answer, read messages. It's going to track a lot of other stuff, like world time, footsteps, amount of time spent there, and everything else in between. Now, you guys hear my voice is changing. Well, I'm going to admit to you that I woke up not feeling 100% the best today, so hopefully I'm not catching. Oh, man. This is one of those days, man. So you have everything, and you can do find device. You can change the clock face out. You can pick your own face. You can check calories burnt and earned from steps and rides and all that in between. It's just a simple little piece that actually works fundamentally very well if you're looking for something like that. Now, yes, I am going through products probably a little faster than normal, but hey, it's all good. Next up is the Logitech G Cloud gaming handheld device that I James here, man. As you can see, I have the Logitech G Cloud gaming handheld console piece here, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up, we're going to grab it, and we're going to give it a first World War test, and we have the console right here. So there is your handheld device. Now, we're going to power this on, of course. Powering it on. Yeah, it's just like this. Here we come. Just slide it over, and it's going to pop up. You guys see Logitech G. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually shut the light off above us and give us a little bit more, a little bit easier lighting so you guys can see this controller itself. I don't want to take away from it, so here we go. Now, we do have to press this in. It'll ask for a PIN code, of course.
Not giving you my code.
And once we're on,
Guess by the beeps.
Now, here's where it gets cool. I could take over my Steam account, or I could turn on my Xbox account. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the Xbox account. And as you can see, simple, easy, guys. It's loading, no issues. If I go down here, we're going to go down and actually grab Need for Speed. We're going to load it up. Now, this does have volume, so it is all the way maxed out, but I'm going to turn it down for right now. Now, with this controller, you can actually play your Xbox Game Pass. You can play your Steam games. You can connect up to other things. You can actually side load stuff as well. You can go into what's called tablet mode. You go into tablet mode, and then you can actually side load like Netflix, Hulu, and stuff like that if you want to do videos and stuff. You can also search the web. It does have a web browser. It is touch sensitive. It's got a nice battery life, and it does work very, very well. So when you're playing the game, it feels like you should be playing the game. And sometimes consoles, like handheld consoles, kind of sidestep that feeling with some of them. And this one actually feels good. It fits well in the hand. The battery life's decent with this. And the sound quality is actually kind of good too as well, which is kind of nice to see that they actually thought about that and added that with this. Because, like I said, sometimes you just don't get that feeling like you should. Pop over. Guys, look at that. Look at it load. Look at the colorations. It's actually very nice. Now, the buttons actually feel like they belong in your hand. It actually feels very, very good in your hand, to be honest. Of course, it takes so long for the game to load. Then you're out.
And now we're gonna play some
just instantly wreck the car
driving. As you guys see,
through a pole.
it's only as good as the driver, and of course I'm kind of playing this out of loop here. Zoom around just like that. Look a little 360 kind of. Change directions. Head off. Drive through some trees, you know, past the gas station. Get ready for a nitro. Just doing that.
Great little console, works very, very well. If you're looking for a console like that, definitely check it out. Now we're going to be moving over to the Durgod TGK021 mechanical keyboard. That filled it.
PC Phil here for the Dragon Bloggers, and here I'm showcasing the Durgod Allen 104 key mechanical gaming keyboard with RGB and replaceable PBT keycaps and red gaming switches. This is the retail box and packaging. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Here's everything that comes in the package. First, you have the 104 key keyboard, full-size keyboard, 6-foot USB-A to USB-C wire, keycap puller, also the switch puller, and as an added bonus, comes with a wrist rest with RGB also. It's magnetic, so it attaches right to the keyboard. It's very soft, has a nice feel to it, so you can put your wrists on it when you want to type. The keys are very soft. They have a nice tactile click to them. I really like this wrist rest especially.
I think
the USB-C connection is right there to attach to the computer. And on the bottom has little feet that come up in case you want to change the angle of the keyboard. It's a very nice feature. The rubber feet on here keep it from sliding. If you want to take the keycaps off to change them out or clean them, take the keycap puller, spread the arms, wrap it around the key you want to pull out, get it all the way under and pull it straight up.
Use a keycap
That's
puller.
ready to get cleaned or replaced.
By
Same thing with the red switches. You can pull them out with the switch puller. Go on the north and south side of the key.
People
and
use
firmly
the keycap puller. That's it.
give it a little wiggle. So it comes straight up, and you're ready to change it out or clean it. And to reinstall it, you just do the reverse. Just take note of the contacts on the bottom of the key switch and line them up on the keyboard. Put that straight down, give it a good push, and it's in there. And to replace the keycap, same thing. Orientate it correctly. Put it on top of the switch. Push down straight down.
Orientated?
You're ready to go.
Man, now I got a headache.
Included is a quick guide
to
guide you on the different functions that the keys can do, the different color modes. And let's plug this in. Let's see how it looks. I plug it into the USB connection and it immediately lights up with a wave of colors. It looks very nice. A lot of colors on this keyboard.
Yeah.
I love how they just roll through the keys.
Oh, words, dude.
Looks like the keys are almost floating on this keyboard. I love
Diablo,
how this looks.
Right? That's where I want to be right now. Diablo land.
And now the moment of truth. Let's see the wrist rest light up as well.
We're back in bed. One of the two.
Oh, that was nice. I love this keyboard. This looks really, really great.
So with that, you got a very beautiful keyboard at actually very decent price. It's like $69 today, 25% off. And now I got hiccups out of nowhere. I really like the detachable palm pad. The palm rest is really cool that they do that, and it actually still lights up as well. It looks very vibrant, very colorful, and just easily plug and play if you need it. No software needed with that. Now, of course, we have the next one, the TGK 300. Another very cool one. This is, I believe, an 84 key style keyboard, though.
PC Phil here from the Dragon Bloggers, and what we're showcasing is a Durgod Allen mechanical keyboard with hot swappable keys and RGB. The model number is TGK 300. This is the retail box and packaging.
I use the Cougar Havoc.
Let's open it up and see what's inside. Here's everything that comes in the package. First, we have the 84 key keyboard.
That's bad.
Also has two little feet that can be lifted for having a different angle as you desire.
I remember what
has
keyboard
two rubber
I'm
feet
using.
here to keep the keyboard stabilized. The USB-C connection is right there. Comes with a 6-foot USB-C to USB-A wire. Comes with the keycap puller. and also comes with a switch puller. There's also a quick user guide to go and change the lighting effects and the gaming effects. Let's plug it in and see how good it works. As we plug in the keyboard,
I
you
think
see
it's
it wake
called
up
the
in this
600K.
spiral of RGB colors, letting you know it's ready
remember
to
right.
go. There's
I
also
gotta
some
go search it. I
RGB on
can't
the
remember
sides.
actual keyboard I use.
Give it like a floating look on your desk. As we type on the keyboard, it has a very nice tactile click. The PBT keycaps are very soft though and nice to the touch.
700K Evo.
The wider keys
That's
do
what
not
I'm
have as
using,
loud
the
of a click. The
700K
shift
Evo.
and the enter, caps lock, and space
I
bar are a
love
little
that
quieter.
keyboard.
Still very nice to type on. It's a very comfortable keyboard. This top right corner here, we have a volume control button, and just to the left of that is a round button
Getting a
to
little
turn off
hammered,
all
though.
the RGB if you don't want to keep it on. If you're looking to replace your keycaps or simply clean out your keyboard, I'll show you the easy process of taking off the keycaps. You can use
So just like the last one right there, you can take the keycaps off. You can swap the keys out as well. That will also give you an option of pulling the caps off and cleaning it. Now, I do recommend memorizing which way your keys go. Take a picture before you tear it apart, because sometimes you can forget what order that your keys are going in. Now, you can always web search it if you want with that numbers in your brain. Yeah. So there's a 600K, there's a 700K. I also use the Cougar Havoc Bluetooth earbuds. They are somewhere. So I use the Bluetooth earbuds, but they're not just Bluetooth. They can actually go wired version. So they do have a wired connection and just uses a micro little connection. So this is like sometimes this is what I'll use when I'm gaming. So this is actually another cool one. But I love my 700 keyboard. I've been using it for three years now. I keep going back to this keyboard. I almost need to replace it with a brand new one of it. For some reason, I really love this keyboard. It's nice, functional, it feels great. It sits there, so I keep running back to that one. But hey, guys, Dear God keyboards. If you need some, check them out. Now we're going to be moving over to the Amazon Omni TV, the 65-inch version. Of course, it's going to be a James video. So what does that mean? It's going to be about 12 minutes long. It's going to be mind-boggling and cool. James here. Today with a little showcase of a new product. As you guys can see, we're in front of... With that, this is, of course, a 5-minute video, but I don't need this. This is the Amazon Fire TV. This Fire TV does have their Amazon app built in. What does that mean? That means you have the Amazon Fire connectability, so you can watch all of the shows that you want on hand. Now, this is, of course, like I said, 65-inch version. 65 inches diagonal, so you go corner to corner to get that size. Now, with that, of course, you have a remote control. The remote control is voice controlled if you need. Now, you don't need that because the TV is voice controlled as well. Now, with that, of course, 4K resolution at, I believe, 60 frames per second or 60 hertz. This TV is only 60 hertz. I would love to see it at 120 hertz at some point, but hey, that's the way it is. Now, with this, of course, voice-controlled TV, so you don't need a remote control. Just talk to it. It'll do what you want. Now, unfortunately, what I'm about to do is probably going to set all of your stuff off. And Alexa, turn TV on. And, of course, she's going to turn the TV on behind me if she listens to me. She did. It went to Netflix. And if I say, let's go over here. Alexa, go home screen. Just like that, you can bounce around, talk to it if you need. Now, the cool thing about this TV is, again, of course, that if you want, you can actually connect up a web camera to it. What does that mean? Well, a web camera means you can video chat with your friends on an app. They do offer a couple apps. There is a list of compatible web cameras, but pretty much a lot of them on the market are compatible, so don't worry about that. Now, this does have 4 HDMI ports on the side. 3 are standard, and the 4th is an eARC ARC. ARC is what you're going to get for two-way video, audio, and two-way sound. So what does that mean? That means you can hear both directions. It'll send that signal both ways. It's a two-way path. Some HDMIs don't do that. It's just a single pathway. So you have that. Now it will sense other things, but it's actually kind of cool. Now inside there, like I said, you have a database. I believe this one's like 32 gigabytes of hard drive space. So you should be able to load pretty much any app on the market that you need. And it's cool. Now you can also connect up the Amazon Luna controller and you can video game off of this TV if you really wanted. Now those HDMI inputs can actually be read, so it can actually detect if it's an Xbox. It'll say Xbox. If it's a PlayStation, it'll say PlayStation. If it's a PC, it will say PC when you go to those HDMI ports. That's beautifully done. Now, you do have a lot of adjustments, so you can adjust coloration, sound settings, and stuff like that. I suggest put it in auto mode. It'll auto-detect what variation of that is with that. Hey, no problem, man. Glad to see you were going to leave me. That's fine. I'm going to cry. Phil left. Oh. So every app, everything you could want on a TV, 4K resolution, at a smoking price. It's like $5.59. That's a really good deal for a 4K 65-inch TV, honestly. Now they also offer a QLED version, so you can get the quantum dot style if you want as well. Just great little TV at a fundamentally very, very amazing price. Now I believe. What is this? We're going to move forward to, I believe it's the Hydras pool vacuum. And I think he wants me to show that live. Not live, but wants me to show you the page. I don't see a video for this. So we're going to actually move over and show you this page for this. So this is the actual Hydras pool vacuum. This is meant for like 50-foot pools, probably around. Now you're going to be able to have about 90-minute runtime before you'll need to recharge this, of course. As you guys see right here, it's showing you everything. It shows you it's got a brushless motor. So it does have a brushless motor with that, of course, on hand. Now, it's going to last about 90 minutes. It's going to stop at the edge of the pool, then backtrack in zigzag pattern. It does have a multi-filtration system right there. It's going to, it's stainless actually, so it's got a 180 or PM filter. It has to be, corrosion proof. That's actually kind of cool. Now, when you fill this up, you'll pop it open, you'll spray it out with the hose, and you're good to go with that, of course, on hand. Now, 90 minutes, 50-foot round pool or 50-foot pool. Great little piece. It's like $156 today. It's not a bad deal for that. If you're looking for something like that, check it out. You might not be disappointed. Now, I believe up next is the East Oak 17-inch fire pit. It is.
We're going to be taking a look at this East Oak outdoor smokeless patio fire pit. Now, I have tested fire pits in the past, and honestly, all of them have always just kind of felt cheap quality, but not with this East Oak. Quality. This thing is a beast. I'm going to show you guys how exactly this works. So you guys can see that you have this really nice charcoal design with the East Oak branding. Whenever you pick this up, you will get a fire hook right here that's going to double in two ways, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit. You're going to have a removable tray lid right here in order to safely store all of your firewood in it. Now just know if you guys go out and buy like regular chopped firewood, some of them might be too long for this or too wide, so just make sure that if you can get smaller firewood, definitely do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place this back up on top. This is an all metal construction, and this is going to use a 2 burning layer in order to give you more heat, a brighter glow, and also has a higher oxygen intake because of the way that this is set up. So if we go ahead and look over on the inside, you guys can see that right down in there, that is your burn plate. So whenever you're done burning, you can actually take this off. You can use the hook, pull that out, and then you're good to go. Now the way that this is designed with the airflow, you are going to get minimal smoke, so it's going to be really nice to stay warm and at the same time not have smoke blowing around. So I'm going to go ahead and get this fire lit outside. We're not going to do a big one, and I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like. All right guys, so we are outside and you can see that this fire is burning red hot. This is going to be great for those of you guys that want to entertain friends in the winter. You guys like to stay warm, you guys like to stay outdoors. You guys can do s'mores.
So just like that, you have a nice little fire pit to actually show off the fire. Now we're also going to show you the glass fire pit. Now this is one from East Oak as well. This is the 44-inch fire pit that Justin did.
So I was here assembling the East Oak 44-inch fire pit table. Now this is the white one, and when you see here, you can line up all the sides with the brackets. Relatively easy. They give you all the screws to install. Very easy to put it together. It takes about a little less than an hour, depending on how fast you are and how comfortable you are putting together patio furniture. Now, here is where you put the top where the gas tank goes. This is actually the bottom where the gas tank sits, and it just screws in. You mostly assemble this table upside down, and then you flip it over after it's fully assembled. The next part is these little wireframe crossbars, which help stabilize it, although they are a little flimsy, I thought. And though they create an X and provide some stability, I didn't feel that they were very sturdy. Now, this is the glass top of the fire pit table face down. And one thing you want to know, when it first comes, it has the flame array or the fire pit in the wrong position. So you have to unscrew these silver screws, take it off, and then flip it over horizontally and then reassemble it and reattach it. I don't know why they didn't just assemble it in the right position to begin with and why it was shipped that way, but just remember you have to do that. You have to make sure it's parallel horizontally instead of vertically like that. So here is the bottom now placed on top of the fire pit table top. You see again, you assemble it upside down like I said, screw it in on all four sides, and then you're ready to go and flip the fire pit table over. Once you flip the fire pit table over, you put in the blue cracked glass in the center, and you got the cover for the fire pit. I really like the look.
Now, you see the glass right there. You can actually swap that out and change that out, so you don't have to actually have the blue. You can definitely hit up Amazon or a fire pit store and change out that coloration of that glass stone.
The glass is blue colored, but it has one mirrored kind of surface side, and so it really amplifies the reflection of the fire and just looks good. And you just kind of scatter around the little flame holes in the pit right there, and it just looks amazing. The cover itself is very lightweight and metal and just easily covers it when you're not using the fire pit, so leaves and debris don't fall inside your fire pit. But here's the way it looks before we put the wind guard on. So the wind guard is optional, but it's definitely recommended if you live in windy areas. So let me tell you about the wind guard. So the wind guard comes with the 4 plexiglass panels with these little...
Now, with you seeing those panels, of course, you do have to put the feeding and the corners together when you put that up there. Now, it does have rubber feet to set down, and it will hold it down with that to the table. And that's actually going to give you a nice wind guard to allow that flame to look even more elegant with that, and it's going to reflect off that glass as well. Now, the cool thing is of course, it does put off heat. It does look very, very elegant, but you could technically roast marshmallows off this if you guys wanted to roast marshmallows in the backyard. Instead of having a big open fire of a wood burning fire pit, you have this style. Now, it does have the opening down there to put on the literally gas tank, so it is a swappable tank. Maybe your house has gas ran. You technically could probably hardwire this as well to permanently have a fixture as well if you really wanted to do that too. Now, great, excellent looking fire pit. Look at that. It's just beautiful. It's elegant. It's just amazing how much glow that puts off. Picture that in your backyard, having that glow, having that fun, and just sitting there and enjoying your time. East Oak did a really good job with this. They do offer other colors and variations. They also offer a couple other sizes as well. I believe there's even a larger one. So if you're looking for something like that, East Oak might be the option for you right there. Great little piece, beautiful little fire pit on hand, of course. Just look at that glow and look at that fire. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Now, we have another East Oak product here. I believe he wants me to show you the actual product page because I don't see a video for this. Now, what this is actually the East Oak cooler. Now, this is, of course, the 25 quart small cooler. This is an outdoor camping cooler. This is actually kind of cool. It does have locking lids. It's airtight locking style lid. It does come in multiple colors and variations as well. We're showing you the dark blue version, but of course there is an Arctic white, ivory white, navy blue, dark blue, navy blue again, and ivory. But it comes in 25 quarts, 45 quart variations. Now with this, of course, we're going to show you this. It does have a top gasket for the lid. The lids does lock down. Now it has a 3-inch thick wall, insulated all the way around, which is actually kind of cool. This should keep ice up to about 4 days. And now the way this does this is it's actually designed to separate the ice and the water. So there is some little ridges down in the bottom. So when that ice starts to melt, it's going to drop that water down below it so it can keep that separation so it doesn't have to worry about that. Now, there is actually a cool little ice melt drain down there too as well. Now, it's a cork gasket, so you will have to pull that cork. Now, the designed handle, of course, does come out and is just hides back away with that on hand. This is actually really cool. Now, you can also use it as a seat. It shows right here, and it can support up to 400 pounds of weight being sat on it, which is actually kind of cool. This is a really cool piece. It says it can store up about 20 cans, of course. Optimal ice to drink ratio is a 2-to-1, which is actually really cool. I like this. About 19% off today. If you're looking for something like that, I would definitely check out the East Oak Cooler. That's a good one for your backyards or even camping or, stuff like that. Really cool little thing. I like that. I really do like that. That's kind of really amazing. Glad I got to see that one. Now, speaking of ice, we're going to pop over. We're going to show everyone the Cylon Ice Machine. And I believe it is. This is a me video. And I believe this is actually the ice machine I use daily right now.
Today we're taking a look at an ice.
We don't need that. We can just pop over and talk about this. This is the Cylon Ice Machine. The Cylon Countertop Ice Machine is a really, really nice and amazing ice machine. This can actually do 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. It's going to make about 9 ice cubes every 7 minutes. So 9 ice cubes every 7 minutes, which is actually kind of cool. And now with that as well, it does do double size ice, so you can actually do large ice or small ice. It will tell you when the water bin is empty or needs water. It'll also tell you when the ice tray is full. Now, this is a bullet style ice cube. It does come with a scoop. It does come with the suction cup to hang that scoop on the front. I like that. Some of those others don't do that. And that's just one of those things as well. So it's a great ice machine. So I love this ice machine. I actually use this all the time. It's actually right on my counter, being used right at the moment as well. I can literally walk over there and grab a whole bunch of ice and show you that with that. So a really cool thing. So if you need an ice machine that's going to do bullet ice, this is definitely the one with that. Now, if you are cleaning this out, I suggest using some vinegar, of course, to clean this out. Always do it every about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I've noticed that I do mine about every week and a half and clean it out with some vinegar to keep it more fresh. I kind of like that. It keeps that, stagnant, stale out of there with this. Now, you will know when that needs cleaned. It'll start turning slightly colorish. It's just the way, water is when you leave it in an open air like that in a system. This is one of those things with the plastic and everything. Now, of course, the buttons are easy functionable. I do recommend, of course, it does have a big fan on that side. Do make sure that fan is opened and off to the side so you don't have to worry about that as well. Now, you're going to notice that I'm going to pop over. We're going to pull some ice cubes out, show you the ice cubes. There you are. The first set of ice cubes are always a little not perfectly done. That's just because it's not cool enough, because literally it's not a fridge, it's an ice machine. I do recommend this. This is a good one. I use this daily. That's right, daily. I love that ice machine. I believe up next we have the Hoover Power Dash Pet Carpet Cleaner, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
If you have pets like I do, then you really can appreciate this Hoover Pet Dash Carpet Cleaner, which is a shampoo machine that's no bigger than a stick vac. You just fill it with water, flush your cleaner, and here my Boston Terrier Pumpkin had vomited all over the rug. So you see how badly discolored and stained my rug is. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do a demonstration and test, showing you the power of the Hoover Power Dash and how well it actually shampoos the carpet. It pulls out stains from the carpet. Especially good if your dogs accidentally have accent on the carpets, vomiting, or they accidentally pure poop on the carpet. This is a really good option to steam clean your carpets. Now, the one thing is, you make sure you have to vacuum your carpets really well first, or else this will just push around any pet hair or dirt on the surface of the carpet. You do want to make sure you vacuum the carpet first, you clean up the mess, and then use this to spot clean and deep clean the carpeting after you actually vacuum the carpet first. So you do have to vacuum, then you do the power clean, and you can see just how well and how effective this thing is. basically removes all the debris, not only the dirt, not only the stain, but because it powers the liquid and the cleaner into the carpet, it helps basically clean what you can't see. So that way your carpet is fresher, and then you might use some, basically let it dry and use some carpet powder, and your carpet's as good as.
So with that, you have a nice little carpet cleaner that's going to do well for, cleaning your carpets, of course. Great for the pets and the pet spills, of course, and the little puppy accidents that will happen. I mean, honestly, all pets have accidents. So just like that, you're up, you're cleaning, and you have a nice little carpet cleaner. Great little piece, decent little price. It's like $99, so that's actually not a bad deal. We're going to be moving over to the DeWalt 20-volt max cordless drill set.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today we are going to be taking a look at the compact drill set from DeWalt. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what it comes with. All right, so right out of the box, you're going to get two 20-volt batteries as well as your battery charger. You're going to get the drill itself in that classic DeWalt yellow and black, and then you're going to get a little carrying case that can fit everything that I just mentioned for ease of use. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the drill. Like I had mentioned before, it's got that classic DeWalt black and yellow with the DeWalt logo. And then you see right here all throughout this black is a soft touch material. On the front, you're going to have your stainless steel chuck. You are going to have your mode selector right here. So pretty easy to use, has a nice firm feel to it. You're going to have your speed selector right here on the top. So we'll go ahead and switch it back a little bit. And as you can see here, it looks pretty nice. It feels nice in the hand. It's not too big. Battery is pretty simple. All you have to do is just slap that on right there. If you want to take it off, just push this in. Slides off real easy. So I don't think you're going to have any issues with that. So go ahead and put it on. And as you can see right here, this thing looks pretty nice. It's got a nice solid feel to it. Doesn't feel flimsy or cheap. The trigger pull actually feels really nice. I don't see any issues with the motor. So this thing's definitely really nice. Very easy to handle. And then I'll just give you guys a little bit of a 360 because if you're anything like me, I like to see whatever product I'm buying in multiple angles to see if it's something I really want. So here you guys go. Looks very nice. I really like the design. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll just test this out in a very simple way. I'm not an expert craftsman or anything like that, so just bear with me on this test that we're about to do. All right, so for this test, we're going to go ahead and just drill a couple screws into this desk right here. All right, so that was testing it with just a self-tapping screw. I didn't pre-drill, use a pre-drill bit or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of see the power. Let's go ahead and do the next one.
Anybody want to tell me going the wrong direction?
And so as you can see right there, it actually drilled pretty nice. It was very easy to go in without a self-tapping screw or with a pre-drill bit.
But guys, so this was just drill. Honestly, the DeWalt does a good job. It's a great little kit. If you're looking for something like that, definitely take a look right there. It's like $99. Normally, it's about $180 for this kit. Now we're going to be moving to the Castle Panic board game.
Castle Panic is a cooperative tower defense game where you play the heroes in the center of a tower and the orcs and monsters keep trying to attack your tower. You have to fight off boulders that roll into your tower. It's a turn-based game. You have to constantly control your lanes and make sure nobody comes and takes over the tower. It's a really fun game to play. It's fast-paced. It can definitely be quite intense as the battlefield gets packed and you're struggling to fight the enemies off before they attack the tower and bring down the tower walls. It's a recommended cooperative game. It just is fun for the whole family. Highly recommended. The more players, the easier the game. It's more challenging the less players that play it, I found. But definitely recommended. Castle Panic, if you like tower defense games, especially ones where you're kind of like scrambling to try to defend your lanes, and it does really become a panic while you play.
So if you're looking for that, nice little board game. Now we're going to be moved over to the Amazon Essential Women's Watch.
This is the Amazon Essentials Women's Digital Chronograph Resin Strap Watch. It comes in 4 unique colors: black silver, pink silver, teal silver, and white rose gold. It comes nicely packaged in an Amazon Essentials gift box. It has a protective film over the face of the watch, and inside the package you'll be able to see that there are instructions for helping set your watch. The strap is made out of resin, which feels very similar to silicone, and in this case I have the matte black resin case with stainless steel top ring. On the LCD display, you'll be able to read the time, seconds, and day of the week. With this watch, you'll be able to use the chronograph, alarm, and backlight features. The strap fit my wrist really well, and it does have a buckle closure. The watch was lightweight, easy to put on, and it didn't bother my wrist while I was using it. I personally really like the simplicity of this watch. I like the face of it, as well as it looks like a bracelet and feels very comfortable. This watch is water resistant to 165 feet below water, so it makes a great watch to take to the pool. Not only can you set the time with this watch, but it also has a stopwatch, a calendar. You can split the time, you can set a 24-hour alarm clock, as well as it has a light feature. Overall, this is a great watch and handy to have whether you're going to the beach or you just want to have some.
So just that, a simple little chronographic digital watch for you if you're looking for something like that. Now we have our last product of the day, and this is the Betsey Johnson Bulldog earrings. Now this is a Mrs. Dragon Blogger video. You're gonna love this.
Here we have these Betsey Johnson earrings. They're studs, and they also come with the disc back, which will help stay on your ear and sit up straight. It won't sag on your earlobes. These do look like they might be a little bit heavy for the ear if you're not used to it. So overall, I like these. Nice detail. I do think they're a little bit big for what I would want to wear them for, but they're cute and makes a great little gift.
So if you're looking for a set of earrings, maybe the Bulldog earrings are the one for you. Now that is, of course, the last product in the carousel for today. That's all I got for you. Great little options, very cool little products. If you're looking for something like that, definitely check it out. Now, like always, I tell you, these shows are always here on Amazon on our channel, so make sure to give us a follow on here. Also, follow our storefront because everything we post is always being shown. There's a lot of videos, a lot of streams, and a lot of good products that we like to mess around with, play with, and give you recommendations. With that being said, of course, I want to thank everyone for being here. I had a great time. I will see you, of course, on the next show. And have a good one, everybody. See you on the next.